Welcome back folks, patch 1.1 is out for Cyberpunk 2077, which is supposed to be a first step towards solving the issues the game has, both on consoles and PC, by improving optimization, bugs and glitches. So let's see how much progress did this update actually make. First off, the update itself addresses the stability of a lot of segments like memory usage improvements in various systems within the game, characters, interactions, navigations, in-game videos, foliage, laser effects, minimap, devices, AI, street traffic, environmental damage system, GPU related, and more. They also address various crash fixes related to, among everything else, to loading saves, opening and closing the game, and the point of no return. Besides that, they addressed a lot of quests and open world segments that had issues, especially a lot of problems with the Delamain quest, even though personally I didn't have those problems. Regarding UI, they also fixed the prompt for exiting Braindance. Actually, sometimes I had this issue where I'm just stuck in Braindance scene and there is no way for me to leave, so I'm actually glad they implemented that, because for me the only way to exit that was to leave the game. Same for removing invalid items from the loot that were actually bloating that backpack. And also regarding visuals, they fixed the issue with the grenade trajectory, which was visible in photo mode, as well as fixing particles hue appearing pink when viewed up close. And also they fixed the cars spawning incorrectly in reported crime Welcome to Night City mission. Regarding save file sizes, CDPR trimmed the size of saves a bit and also addressed all of the issues for their files being too big, which would ultimately corrupt them. So now that seems it has been solved, so you don't have to worry if your save exceeds a certain megabyte size that it's going to be corrupted and unusable. But keep in mind, all of the saves that were actually broken before the 1.6 patch, you cannot bring them back, even though they were actually fixed in 1.1. Every single file from before which was corrupted, you cannot actually fix it. They also fixed the bug where input could stop registering upon opening the weapon wheel and performing an action, and the last one I didn't know about was actually the continue button in the main menu could load an endgame save. I didn't even know this was a thing. Now regarding PlayStation and Xbox specific changes, they said that the performance optimization of crowds on PlayStation 4 Pro and PlayStation 5, as well as various crash fixes on PlayStation 4. Regarding Xbox, they improved the memory usage for character creation, mirrors, scanning, camera remote control, menus, inventory, etc. For PC, they added an ability to get achievements on Steam while playing in offline mode, so if your internet goes out or you are traveling and you don't have actual connection, don't worry about being always online due to getting achievements on Steam. Now you can do them even in the offline mode. And also they addressed the game startup crashes related to loading cache on Nvidia GPUs. So a lot of things are addressed here, but let's see how much actually they did it. Last night when I got the patch, I had to actually reinstall the game completely to make it work. My game simply didn't want to start, and yes, I did remove all of the mods I had before it. I always do it so it doesn't collide with the actual update. Of course, after I solved that, personally on my PC, I noticed a bit of a difference regarding lag in some areas of the city, and general lag as you are pressing buttons or entering the menu or entering vehicle, doing something. That has been a bit streamlined, so on that front, the stability and frame rate did improve a little bit, and it's not going to stutter in some areas like before. Again, regarding NPCs and vehicles, I still have them spawning around me or disappearing, so in that sense there isn't much improvement. But overall, on the frame rate size and the stability, it is a bit more stable than it was prior to this patch. I also asked people about their performance on consoles and PC, so generally people said that it's a bit better on consoles, especially due to the game not falling apart as much. But on the other side, I also saw that people said that their games still had issues and some couldn't even start the game, like the game was crashing as soon as they wanted to start the game on console. Also, they still have pockets of the map, and by that I mean they're playing on PlayStation 4 Pro or Xbox One X, where frame rate is going to dip to 10 or 15, which doesn't make the game enjoyable. But overall, for a majority of people, it seems things are looking a bit better than they did before the patch. Again, those improvements are not grand, but they are there. Look, so far this is their first proper update in 2021. This is just the one out of many they will release. I know people expected bigger changes, but sadly those things take time and I don't want to get my hopes up or your hopes up. Because in my opinion, even patch 1.2 will not be enough. I would maybe think March could be when the game could see major improvements, and that's just for the stability and overall frame rate of the game. Everything on top of that people have been asking about, like new AI or improved AI or maybe wanted levels or whatever, will not happen anytime soon if it happens at all. Ultimately, that is up to the management to address and see if they are going to go into that. But I'm just keeping everyone realistic here and what to expect in the upcoming months. Of course, we are going to see the biggest changes as of yet with the patch 1.2, since coming back after holidays, there is no way they would be able to fix all of it in 1.1. And that's it for today. Tell me down below in the comments what are your experiences of the patch so far and what platform are you playing on. I'm interested to hear how the game runs for you. Also smash that like and subscribe button for more Cyberpunk 2077 news, lore, explainer, mod videos, and join our growing community on Twitter and Discord. I also do have a Patreon page. If you were looking for an extra way to support the channel, you can do it through the link below, and huge thanks to my current Patreon supporters. This is LKM signing out, and stay classy everyone. Bye bye.